Hi, I'm Lisa Leiter. In Chicago Business Today, the local impact of the NBA lockout. The impasse between the National Basketball Association players and owners is in its 5th month. This week, the players rejected the league's most recent offer and dissolved their labor union into a trade association. The NBA canceled all games through December 15th, as the players are now taking their case to the courts. Stuck in the middle of this long-running dispute are local businesses and workers who may stand to lose the most if the season never happens.
Cheeseburger, 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 cheeseburger.
There's usually a line out the door to hear those famous shouts at the Billy Goat Tavern on Madison Street when the Bulls are in town at the nearby United Center. But lately, what should be a jam-packed game night looks more like this, a slower weekday afternoon. Owner Sam Cyanis figures he's losing about $4,000 every time a scheduled Bulls game is canceled.
The Blackhawks do excellent business, good business. But the Bulls, they not play, the people that don't come down.
It's the same story at Morettis a few blocks away in the West Loop, which is usually fully booked when there's a home game. Now, not a single reservation if it's a weeknight.
We're kind of losing almost at least like $4,000. Obviously depend on like if the Bulls were paying LA or some of the better teams, like would get like a better turnover over here. But in an average, I would say $4,000.
Singh usually hires 6 extra servers for the season to handle the extra diners on game nights, but this year he hasn't hired anyone. From waiters to concession workers, the financial fallout of the lockout is hitting small businesses and arenas nationwide.
If the United Center knew months ago that it would have all these free dates, it would have tried to book many of those dates with other events. It's much harder to book as you only know 30 days in advance, as the NBA has been doing. It's very hard to book the building for those dates. They're trying, and they'll have some success. But these are dollars that just will never happen, will never really materialize again.
And the timing of the lockout couldn't be worse for the team that won more regular season games than any other in the league last season and boasts the reigning MVP and rising star Derrick Rose.
The Bulls are one of the teams that was on an ascendancy. They had a legitimate shot to get to the finals, potentially a legitimate shot to win the NBA championship this year. It does stifle the interest and the buzz that had been generated last year by the Bulls, because you want to see that momentum continue.
Continuing that momentum may not be able to happen anytime soon, with no end in sight to the dispute. Players are heading to a different kind of court as antitrust suits are underway in several states. As for now, on Bulls.com, the December 17th game against San Antonio is still on the schedule. Well, that's this edition of Chicago Business Today. For more on the NBA lockout, be sure to read Ed Sherman's blog on the business of sports at chicagobusiness.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend. We'll see you back here on Monday.